Hi, this is Gwen. Support my channel by following CanGwenCook on Instagram and YouTube. Looking at all of the ingredients that we have today, guess what we're making? Open face tuna melt! Let's go! Let's go through the ingredients. The star of the show, we got some chunk-like tuna. I recommend using chunk-like because it has low mercury. If you don't have this, go with the skipjack. The ahi tuna, that's a little bit of a bigger fish, they have higher mercury content in there. So just go with this one. And then we're leveraging naan today. Instead of your typical bread or sourdough bread as the vehicle for the tuna melt, and we're gonna butter it with some Kerrygold Irish butter. Grass-fed cow's milk, delicious. Ahead, we chopped off some onions for us, some celery. We're gonna toss the mixture of the tuna with some capers inside the garlic mayo aioli, or garlic aioli mayo. There we go, as it says. We're gonna top it off with some avocado, slices of this tomato, and melt it with medium cheddar cheese. Excited to get started. We'll start off with this empty large mixing bowl and start throwing in our tuna. We're making about 2 people's worth of tuna today, so I'm throwing in 3 cans of tuna, whereas if you were making for yourself for lunch, 1 can should be good. I have 4 pieces of naan to fill today, so 3 cans is sufficient. So I want to make sure that we have onions all mixed up in there. Go. And regarding how much onion, I would say I put in about a quarter onions chopped. Then we're gonna throw in some celery. All right, celery, I would say like 1.5 stalks of celery chopped up would be fantastic. Before I add in the garlic mayo, I will also like to throw in some capers. There we go. Oh, all the caper juice came out, but here's some capers. Toss it in. It's gonna be delicious. And of course, as everyone says, make sure you season it with a little bit of pepper. Always gonna bring some flavor out. And I would pepper, or I would throw in a little bit of Himalayan salt just for extra flavor. Yummy, yummy. Now I like to make sure all the mixtures is entirely mixed first before I toss into the mayo, because the mayo is what is going to bind everything together. Oh. Now I'm going to throw in, the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of mayo per can of tuna. So I am going to toss in, since I have 3 cans, 5 to 6, will depend. See how much this mix. Here's my 4th one. Okay, let's try 4 for now and see how it turns out. We don't want to overpower the tuna with too much mayo, and the mayo that we're using today is this garlic aioli mayo made with avocado oil. Heart healthy, delicious. All right, okay, 4 scoops is good for 3 cans. If we did 6 scoops, I think it would be too much. So this is exciting. Looks delicious. Now you might be asking, why am I using naan today for my vehicle, for my tuna melt? Well, that's because This is what I had in my fridge, and I actually love garlic buttery naan, so this would be perfect for an open-faced tuna melt. And what we gotta do is we're gonna have to butter both sides. So I have my Kerrygo butter that we're gonna utilize to do this, and making sure that when the tuna melts onto the naan itself, it will get that crispy yumminess from the flavor of the fish mixed with a little bit of butter. Oof, it's gonna be delicious. I know I'm spreading the butter very conservatively, but that's because I don't want it to be super greasy at the end of the day when we are eating this together. All right, more heavy-handed on this one. So, okay, I'm gonna go butter the rest of this naan, and we'll head on over to the stove. So we're going to put the tuna on top of the naan that hasn't been baked yet, but it has been buttered, and stick it into the toaster oven to see how it turns out. All right, I cut the other tomato into a smaller piece so it looks more even. Now we're going to put in the medium cheddar cheese. Oh. And we're throwing in pepperjack. Oh yeah. This will make the tuna melt very, very zesty. So good. Okay, travel to the toaster oven. We're gonna put it on broil. Let's go 350 to start off, and for let's go 15 minutes or so, and just check it on it as we go. Bye. Ooh, look at this. It's about 5 minutes in. Taste this now. All right, we just took out the melted tuna melt from the toaster oven. It was in there for about, I would say, 5 to 7 minutes. Let's go on the 7 side to get that little cheese crisp here, and we're gonna taste it. Knife and fork. I'm so excited. This bite in itself. Okay. Yeah. Having the pepperjack cheese on top with the tuna melt, you got tomato, and the naan at the bottom that is garlic and buttered, puts the flavor all together. It's really, really good. Very flavorful. Wow. I surprised myself. I think what I would do is also leave it into the toaster oven just a little bit longer, maybe at a lower temperature, so that the cheese isn't burned, but there's a little bit more, it's more hot inside. And so that's what I'm gonna do. All right, enjoy. Thank you.